Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I am sitting here with Elena today, and Elena, looking out the studio window here in Columbus, Ohio, the snow is just not stopping.
It really is not. The winter wind here cuts right through your coat. I walked from the parking garage to the office this morning and I could barely feel my face.
That is the classic Midwest winter for you. But we are warm inside today and we have a very important topic to discuss, something that causes a lot of quiet anxiety for professionals.
Yes, and when you asked me to talk about this, I felt a heavy weight in my chest. We are talking about the words to and for.
Right. Most English classes treat this like a simple grammar rule, but I want to talk about the reality. Elena, you manage supply chains here in Ohio. Tell me what happens when you write an email and you are not sure which word to use.
It is humiliating, Alex. I am managing millions of dollars in logistics, but when I type an email to the vice president, I freeze. I literally stare at the screen thinking, did I send the report to him or for him?
And what is the actual fear there? Because they will understand your meaning either way. The report still gets delivered.
The fear is that I sound uneducated. I worry that my colleagues will read my mistake and silently judge my intelligence. You feel like an imposter in the corporate world over a two-letter word.
That is exactly the undiscussed pain. People lose sleep not over the vocabulary, but over the perception of competence. But I have a counterintuitive fact for you that might change how you view this struggle.
I am listening. I will take any fact that makes me feel less anxious at my desk.
Cognitive linguists study something called embodied cognition. It means human beings process grammar using the spatial parts of our brain. When we say a word, our brain physically imagines space and movement.
Wait, really? So when I choose a preposition, my brain is trying to draw a map?
Exactly. The reason learners fail is that textbooks teach rules to memorize, but your brain wants to see a physical picture. Once you see the picture, the guessing stops forever.
Okay, please give me the picture. How do I visualize the word to?
Think of the word to as a physical arrow. It represents movement and direction. Something is traveling from point A and hitting a target at point B.
An arrow. So if I'm sitting in my office in Columbus and I type an email, the email is leaving my computer and hitting my boss's computer.
Precisely. There is a destination. That is why you say, I sent the email to him. The email traveled the distance. The focus is on the destination.
That makes complete sense. I can see the movement. But what about talking? When I say, I need to talk to my manager, is that an arrow too?
Yes. Imagine your words leaving your mouth and traveling through the air to hit your manager's ears. The words are the object moving. Talk to, speak to, listen to. All of them are arrows.
Wow, that is so much easier than trying to remember a list of verbs from a grammar chart. I always hated those charts.
Grammar charts are dead logic. We want living logic. Now, let us move to the word for. If to is an arrow, I want you to picture for as a heart.
A heart? That sounds very emotional for a business context. How does a heart work in an office setting?
It simply means intention and benefit. It is not about movement. It is about the reason why you took an action. Who benefits from your effort?
I see. So if I organize a file system in the office, I am not moving it toward my boss. I am doing the work so his life is easier.
Exactly. You did a favor. You invested your time. So you would say, I organized the files for you. You are the reason I did this hard work.
This completely changes how I view my emails. Because sometimes I write, I made this presentation to you. And I always feel a little sick in my stomach right after I hit send.
And your stomach was right. Making a presentation is an act of creation. It is an effort you make to benefit someone else. It has no physical movement until you send it. So you make it for them.
I make it for them, and then I send it to them. Oh my goodness, that just clicked in my brain. The creation is the heart. The delivery is the arrow.
That is a brilliant way to say it, Elena. The creation is the heart. The delivery is the arrow. You just wrote the perfect rule.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted. But wait, I have a tricky scenario that happens all the time. What if I do both in the same sentence?
Throw the scenario at me. Let us break it down using the spatial logic we just built.
Okay, imagine I buy coffee for my whole team. I walk into the office. Do I say, I brought coffee to you, or I brought coffee for you?
This is where English becomes beautiful. Both are grammatically correct, but they tell a completely different story. It depends on what you want them to feel.
Different stories? How? It is just the same cups of coffee.
If you say, I brought coffee to you, you are just acting like a delivery driver. You are highlighting the physical movement from the cafe to their desk.
Ah, so to makes it sound purely logistical, like the package has arrived.
Exactly. But if you look your colleague in the eye and say, I brought coffee for you, you are showing the heart. You are saying, I thought about your need, and I did a nice thing so you can enjoy your morning.
Wow, I never realized how much power a tiny word holds. If I want to build a relationship with my team, I should use for. It creates a connection.
Yes, this is why guessing hurts you. When you guess, you might accidentally sound like a cold delivery driver when you actually wanted to sound like a caring leader.
I have probably sounded like a delivery driver so many times over the last 3 years. No wonder my emails felt so robotic.
Do not punish yourself. The corporate environment forces us to work fast, and language learners carry a heavy mental load. But now you have the tools to control the narrative.
Let us practice negative sentences, because sometimes I need to set boundaries at work. For example, if I refuse to do someone else's job.
Excellent point. Boundaries are critical. Let us apply the heart logic to a negative sentence. Try saying you will not write a report.
I would say, I will not write this report for him, because I am refusing to give him the benefit of my hard work.
Perfect. You denied the favor. Now, what if you wrote the report, but you refused to email it to him because he needs to come get it himself?
Then I would say, I will not send this report to him. The report exists, I did the work, but I refuse to initiate the arrow. The physical delivery is stopped.
Listen to you, Elena. You are completely analyzing the psychology of the action, not just the grammar. That is how native speakers process language natively.
It is such a relief. I feel like I finally have a defense mechanism against my own anxiety. I just have to ask myself, am I moving something or am I helping someone?
Movement or help. Arrow or heart. To or for. It really is that fundamental. But before we finish, I want to address the biggest trap that English learners fall into.
Oh no, there's a trap? I thought I had it all figured out.
You do have it figured out. The trap is simply letting your native language interfere. In many languages, there is only one word that covers both to and for.
That is exactly true. In my head, I translate directly from my native language, and it gives me one word. So when I speak English, I literally have to flip a coin in my mind.
That is the habit we must break. Translation is the enemy of fluency. You must stop asking, what is the translation? And start asking, what is the physical reality in this room?
Physical reality. Okay, let us test my reality. I am going to apologize to my team tomorrow for a delay. Do I apologize to them or for them?
Look at the physical reality. Your apology is a message. Is it moving toward them, or is it a favor you are doing for their benefit?
An apology is a message leaving my mouth and going to their ears. It is a direction. So I must apologize to my team.
Absolutely right. Now, what if you are apologizing because someone else on your team made a mistake and you are taking the blame to protect them?
Oh. If I take the blame to protect someone, I am doing them a huge favor. I am taking the hit for their benefit. So I apologize for my colleague.
Spot on. You apologize to the client for your colleague. Direction and benefit in the same breath. You have officially mastered this concept.
This is incredible. I feel completely different than I did 15 minutes ago. I am actually looking forward to writing my emails tomorrow morning in the frozen Ohio office.
That is the goal of our channel. We want to replace fear with logic. For everyone listening at home or commuting to work, we want you to feel this exact same relief.
They really should. Stop memorizing rules and start seeing the picture. It changes everything about your confidence at work.
I could not have said it better. Let us issue a challenge to our listeners right now. If you have been hiding from these words, it is time to step up.
Yes, I love a good challenge. What should they do?
Go to the comments, write 2 sentences about your specific job or daily routine. Show us 1 arrow using 2 and 1 heart using 4. Show us that you understand the physical reality.
I will definitely read them. And if this video helps stop your guessing, make sure to support the channel. Hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps create more moments of clarity like this.
Thank you, Elena, for being so honest about your struggles today. It takes courage to admit what scares us in the workplace.
Thank you for the logic, Alex. See you all in the comments, and stay warm out there.